It's history time. AWOSE ODE.
Pastor Elomai, today is Monday and we are still on the topic of marriage. The last time we talked on marriage, we introduced the culture of marriage in Africa, the culture of a man meeting a girl or the family meeting the girl's family and telling them their intention on, having their daughter as their wife. So there are different ways. Like my mother said, because of this new era, parents are no more uh, involving themselves in picking wives for their children for adventure. The children say, "It is you that picked this wife for me." But with that, the man now finds a wife, and the woman, if she likes the man, will go and tell the father. So I want my mother to pick it from there, and we'll pick it back on my experience on how my husband, met my father.
Well. Today we are going to talk about the very first stage of this journey. Last time we talked about different situations, but assuming a girl has found a man or they have both agreed behind both parents that they love each other, they want to spend their lives together, the first stage will now be for the girl to tell the father that somebody whom she loves will be coming to see him.
Yes.
That's the first stage. And then the boy would come. Normally, he will not come just alone. He might come with a single friend or two other friends, and will come with some, maybe some cola nuts, which is
Yes.
traditional,
Color not
and a
wine.
bottle of wine.
Wine.
That is just it. And she comes, like boldly, she comes, introduces herself. Of course, the father knows, the father of the girl knows that he will
That the
come.
boy is coming.
Then the father will ask one or two questions. The boy will tell the family from which he comes.
Yeah, he tell his village, his
Uh,
family, he has to give him some
yes,
information.
he gives information. The father makes sure he collects information and then tells him, okay, calls the daughter. This is what this man is saying. Do you know him?
Of course, I know
The
him.
daughter will say yes. And you will now tell the man, okay, you will be hearing from me.
Okay.
That is the very first stage.
The very first thing. Yeah, let me piggyback on what my mother said. Now, my experience with my husband, I met my husband in Port Harcourt when I went for my youth service, and the man loved me from the beginning. And I called my mom. I said, I just met this man that says he wants to marry me. It was strange. I'd been in school and all those men. Another thing about men is they get to a point where they know they want to get married. So when you're dealing with people of your age group, they feel they are not settled, they prolong the relationship. Sometimes it frustrates the girl and the girl leaves. But if you find a man that really wants to get married, like the one I found, we have been married for 22 years. Listen, he really told me he wanted to marry me. I told my mom, like, Mommy, I'm scared. This man says he wants to marry me. My mother was like, well, if he says his intention, then he makes his intention, you know. So I told my dad that I would bring him home. And of course, I took my father. My father was still the principal of Ipilo and Federal Government College Ipilo. And he had this experience traveling. In fact, that day he was coming, there was a ghastly motor accident. It's like, wow, all this way to come and find a wife. But guess what? My father met him, and my father saw that he was a responsible man. My father is a very humble, peaceful. Everybody talks about him. My father didn't give my husband trouble. In fact, my father had 6 girls, and he didn't give not one man trouble as long as you brought the man. My father would ask, "Is this what you want?" You say yes, and he would tell him, you know. So you ask him so many information. Like my mother said, we need to find out who they are. Join us next time. We'll tell you the process of finding out who they are. So, hello, man.
That's it.
All right.